We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and towing the slab in this one, Luis Heel.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the DH, Jonathan India. That's off the inside corner. So we're underway here in game 2. Tap foul at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1 out, base is empty. And a slider in there for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's
that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And here is Vinny Pasquantino. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 2 of the American League Championship Series. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. That misses the zone. 1-0. Witt on third with 2 out. Swings through that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pick.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2. On the ground to third, and a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that.
And here is Anthony Volpe. Reagans, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. The wind of the pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Isbell raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Ball 1 there.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back Off speed's probably coming.
And that skips in the dirt. And it remains 2-2. 1 down, base is empty.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Aaron Judge at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the ground to the left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And there's a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton in there at the knees for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 on, 2 outs. Hard hit, base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Austin Wells in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Isbell going back on this one. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Second game of the ALCS. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. And that one fouled off. Heel, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And that misses. And that is ball 1. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to...
Oh, the throw is over his head. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Tying run and scoring position here at the top of the second. Blanco started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. And that one is lifted in the air. He makes the grab. Out number 2. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. That's in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Off the mark there. And 1-1. Renfroe at second with 2 down. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Third out, and that ends the frame. So one left for Kansas City. They trail here. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom of the inning. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Swings through that.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That one ripped back there. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make players earn it.
2 down, bases empty. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
There's a strike.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Way high there. 3-1. In the air, center field. Isbell in and to his right. Makes the catch, inning over. We played 2 innings. Back for more from the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Bunted back towards the pitcher. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone is playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
With batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That's to third. Over to Goldie. And that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Back at Yankee Stadium, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Long run, tracks it down. One down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Chisholm, the next to hit, takes ball one. That one missed. Next pitch misses outside. 3-0. On the corner for a strike. Oh, what a stop. Nicely done for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Isbell hauls it in to end the inning. Offense. Heel back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Salvi steps into the box now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
On the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it stays fair. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So two down now, and here is Dairon Blanco. There's the strike. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing the run. Got him! So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in New York, and now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. First pitch, not close. Bellinger in his 8th season, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Gosigi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Next offering is down low. On the ground right side, takes it himself, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Austin Wells. Fastball is outside. Outside, ball 2.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stanton stands at first with 1 out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. Second game of the ALCS. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate and patience.
It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
And he takes a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him! Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. He throws. Save! That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home run, so...
Oh, he can't hang on. Coming home. Throw is offline, and he scores. We're tied at 1. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
All tied up here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive. Nabs it, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and here's Paul Goldschmidt. And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Tosses to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. That one fouled off.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Hit in the air left field. Hauls it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Late on that fastball.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Inside, almost got it. 2 outs. And there's a ball. Swing and a ball line to center. Isbell makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back in the Bronx, new inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but if this...
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. And they grab the lead. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. That's in for a strike. Hard hit right side. Throws to first, and Renfroe is retired. Dairon Blanco now at the plate. Right through there for a strike. And ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The Royals get a run in the inning on this solo homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Swing and a foul out of play. And there's a strike on the outside corner. He goes down looking. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Ripped on a line. Isbell brings it in. 2 up, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Judge stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Royals. Lucas Erce appears to be getting loose. Harvey getting loose as well.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner at first with 2 away. And here comes Bellinger. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side. And that's a foul ball. Judge off of first with 2 away.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So it's no runs. Top of inning number 7. Now here is Michael Garcia.
Number 56.
And that's in the dirt. Next pitch is outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Chisholm. Jump throw. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. And now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Isbell now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Here's a rocket out to left. Dominguez pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. Jonathan India at the plate. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Fouled off left side.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Witt swings through it for strike 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Volpe. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. So they strand a pair midway in inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Lucas Erce.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
0-2 is the count.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Some high cheese for strike three. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Wells swings through it for strike one. That's outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Goldie swings through it for strike one. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. Here comes the skipper, and so they turn to the lefty in this spot, Angel Serpa.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the late stages of game two. Strike one.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Goes down looking. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the eighth. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez. Outside corner, there's a strike. And here comes the new pitcher for the Yankees, Luke Weaver.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
In for a strike, and the count even 1-1. Line to left, and foul ball. Just misses the mark outside the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Royals go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hunter Harvey.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
There's a swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That one missed.
2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Volpe in the box now, takes strike 1. That's towards center. Hauls it in for the out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. Late swing, foul to the left. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out. It's Aaron Judge now. This guy with light tower power. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Squeezes it. And the inning is over. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Dairon Blanco. That's a strike. 0-1. Fought off foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
That's in there. 2-1 now.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And next up for the Royals, Kyle Isbell. And that drops in for a strike.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Back now, and on the mound, a closer, Carlos Estevez.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
One-run game, bottom 9.
1-1.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that one upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And that one hit to first, and a foul ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
1 down, base is empty. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. So up next, Austin Wells, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Strike 2. A 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 2. The next offering misses, and the count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
And that one almost got him. One strike away. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is the ball game. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.